think it should be push bot because of the Caitlyn Karma for LGD. Most likely push for mid, maybe not in the earlier game, but it will be later on when Nivea just destroys the waves very quickly. Support with his ADC, getting this early Dragon Prio that have still remained incredibly important throughout like the beginning of 2026 so far. Every team is stacking. Drake's hung. Could look to force a flash here.
Is positioned very well. Nice use of that wall to make sure Bulldog gets hit by that stun and it's forced to flash away.
Yeah, great. I mean, now level 6. Ryze can't get out. He can ult, but you can cancel that super easily. Croco maybe tries to get something back, but pretty impossible against any of your wall. That's aggressive. Tongyuan, yeah, misses it, goes wide, but I like the idea.
And Croco jumps in without having that Wind Becomes Lightning, but they're just gonna burst down the Jarvan. Hung goes in, and that is first blood going the way of LNG. But now on the backside of things, YCX is gonna make it a trade, as it is just both junglers going down off of a play in the mid lane.
We're definitely in Group Nirvana, I can say that. It's fun. A lot more fighting. Flash, yeah, that was... Oh, back alive.
Back to live, yeah. Bulldog, again, doesn't have that flash. Going to be in trouble again, but Tongyuan also getting targeted. It's Hung. It's going to go under the turret. One more auto will do it, but both him and Tongyuan will fall as a result. Croco gets one kill, Bulldog gets the other, and it's a 2-for-1 for LNG, as just a very aggressive over-indexation here on the red side. But he's not found the plays that he's been looking for so far.
Yeah, Hung has that level 6, and like I said earlier, does have the advantage in ganks up against the Zinza, who struggles to close the gap in the early game and doesn't have any CC to set up for, but will fall off for the later the game goes this Jarvan. Starting up the Drake now, has that ult, and with a bot prio that had been generated with this mid prio as well, as you can see Tongyuan first on the roam. Dragon will be secured basically for free. It's one Dragon now, but LNG have the gold lead. Barrier, adaptive force pot, so if they were to all in now, maybe after the first items, the Corki would be favored. Nice little grubs trade after the Dragon had been taken by LGD. So this will just be the grubs for Dragon trade that we're super accustomed to from last year. I will say, we can't see it right now, but at least as of last night, when the quests all get completed on the movement speed boots, pardon me as well, but Sasa might be dead here.
Public execution forward. Sasa goes an early Hex Drinker, and he's being aggressive because he knows Hung's in the area as well. The Equalizer not going to find a whole lot. Sheer flashes away, but that means he can be trapped in the Equalizer with Hung, waiting to overheat potentially, but the Q2 alongside the Dragon Strike is going to tie the kill score up at 3. They want to even up this count at 1.
What can we do here? Hung doesn't have ult available, and Croco does with that flash. Hard for Caitlyn Karma to walk in. This is the problem when you don't have an engaged support. You've got the range, but you simply cannot walk in to the short range of LNG. The poke is nice, but you have to give up the Dragon.
Herald, with Sheer able to run it down here as well. So overall, very nice control of these neutral objectives so far for LNG. They're able to get that and maintain their goal lead of about 1,000 so far in this first game. Speaking of a play in response, it's going to be Croco popping that Rift Herald and going for the tier 1 turret in the mid lane. Can at least get them that plate, maybe make it a little bit easier to burst down once they get another couple of opportunities in that mid lane.
Oh no. Oh, I was getting ready to talk about Hung, maybe caught, but should be able to bomb plan his way out. I was getting ready to talk about how I don't necessarily think that...
But now Sasa is going to be taking some of that tower aggro. Most notably at this point, though, is that Bulldog does not have a teleport, and Sasa does have his if they want to go for a play, but instead it looks like LGD have abandoned the bottom side of the map. They're going to allow for Croco to get their second Dragon of the game and set up that advantage for LNG along with this bottom lane tier 1 turret. Another instance here, Jay Beto, of LNG getting a lot without LGD getting much in response.
They don't get the kill. They only just now get the tower, so that makes it feel a little better. But they lost the tower in bot lane and the Drake with no kills happening. Caitlyn Karma is something you play for the priority. You need to be set up in the river.
Their advantage, Shalia and 1xN trading in the mid lane, but that's all it's going to be. Just a couple auto attacks back and forth. We're just waiting for that one big fight to eventually break this game open.
I have to say, for the skill level of the LPL and Nirvana in general,
this time he's out of Karma. He's going to be forced onto Hung, one of the newer members of this LGD team, to force the initiative, make plays, unless it's Sasa who teleports right in the mid lane, but also into 3 members of LNG. Meanwhile, Kronko's fighting a 1v3 and winning at that with the Crescent Guard being popped. Tidal Wave hits onto Tongyeon, he's forced to flash away, and now is getting burned alive by the Equalizer. A free kill given over to LNG as they will claim control of the mid lane and make their way down towards their 3rd dragon.
The dash in here from YXN. 1XN, sorry.
Oh, takes a ton of damage as well from Sheer. He flashes in and lands the Electro Harpoon to seal the deal on the LGD 80 carry. Hung in some trouble as well, and the public execution does not connect onto 1XN either. So, another kill, another tier 2, and hey, a glorified support. Meanwhile, Krako with missing by his side with 3 full items. Bit of a stat stick on LGD's composition, and he's going forward onto Xiaoya. A one-shot of the enemy 80 carry, and it might be another kill onto YCX as well. Public execution from Sasa is not going to be enough to try to save his life, as the rest of LNG are going to collapse upon him. The Equalizer slowing him down, and Sheer will pick up another kill. It is a 3-0 in favor of LNG, and they're not done just yet. Realm Warp underneath the tier 3 turret to lock down Hung and take the Jarvan down. Only Tongyeon remains, as it is a 5v1 on the map for LNG, as they can look for the mid lane turret, they could look for the Baron. The whole world is their oyster at this point.
It really feels their LNG were waiting for 3 items on Rise. That's the trigger pull. Okay, they were on Soul Point, or getting to Soul Point, sorry. But as soon as Bulldog got this Actualizer item, 1XN got his 3 items too, and that was a while ago. Haven't been back since. Bulldog has to flash away, but Kroko, oh my god.
And now Kroko, he just has such a big opportunity to go once again onto Xiaoya. Same result here in the mid lane. Tongyeon flashes away from that Realm Warp, but only sends in missing, but that's another big member down for LGD, as they have lost 8 kills in a row to the might of LNG.
Yeah, we're back to, what is it, situation 1. Choice A in the multiple choice question for how many kills are we going to get in Group Nirvana. This has been another, you know, like 10 or so in under 10 minutes. LNG waiting, biding their time until they felt the scaling had come in. And it's on these 3 items from Bulldog and 1XN that they just keep going forward. They take the Soul fight, or the Soul Point fight, they get the Baron, and no fear at all here.
And sheer style in on Tongyeon as well. Gets away from Hung. Flag and drag, stays safe, and now rejoins his team to take this bottom lane inhibitor. The Baron buff's available for another minute or so, but LNG don't want to push for the end instead.
Staying in the Cataclysm, press ult, and fight Hung, but they don't have a play. The Equalizer was great. It did a lot of damage. It slowed everybody on LNG. Get the items in a second when I can see them, but we've got 10,000 gold lead. Yeah, 4 items on Bulldog, 4 items on 1XN, and listen, if it hasn't even finished 2.
Is going to get caught up by the public execution of Sasa, but not going to be taken down just yet. A lot of resources to try to just kill the enemy support. And look at the havoc that Sheer and Bulldog are wreaking on the back end of the team fight. It's the egg pop. Bulldog gets the final blow, and now Xiaoya is getting hit up and taken down as a double kill in for the Korean Rise. And that should do it. Only YCX remains, and he will watch his base crumble with LNG claiming game 1.
All that for just me, says Missing, and LNG will walk in easy fashion and clean up this game, Grapes.
These were some of the best highlights from today's matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.